I'm curious, what are the tricks on creating food for set versus creating food for a real dinner party? Is there any difference?
We wanted the food on set is real. It's food that I would cook for any dinner party. The only difference is sometimes it sits out a little bit longer than it normally would. But the way we keep it looking fresh, we just we'll spritz a little bit of oil or water on it. But everything, because that makes it glisten and pop on the camera. But everything was authentic. Everything was edible. We didn't use glue instead of whatever the old tricks that everyone always says that they do back in the 80s. Everything was very authentic. Anyone could take a bite at any time and it would be delicious. That was really important because we wanted the food to be real because we knew we were going to make recipes for them too.
Yeah, and food was such an important part of the series. So
Yes.
after a take, after you knew you were done, did everyone dig in and finish it and eat it?
If it was sitting out for very long, then we would compost it. But the thing with TV and film is you have to have enough for 20 takes. So anytime you see a pot roast on screen, there's 20 more waiting in the back. So we had so much leftovers that we would pass out to the crew. The crew was very well fed. And then things that we couldn't eat, we composted.
Okay, that's really cool to hear.
Yeah.
So were people just asking you about cooking tips or hey, I'm trying to perfect this lasagna recipe, or did Bree specifically ask you for any cooking tips of her own?
Of course. Well, I was there also to help guide Bree on the scenes where she's cooking, to tell her the cooking tips. And she and I are close friends, so she has many cooking tips already. She cooks at home all the time, and she's a great cook. But then there would always be people popping by the prep kitchen and be like, "Hey, thinking about cooking this later. What do you think? How do I do it?" So yeah, it was a little mini cooking school on set too.
Oh my God, I figured that everyone was coming up to you asking for advice. What was the scene that you most related to in the series? I know only a couple of episodes have aired, but do you have a particular favorite scene or one that you most related to?
My favorite scene is the flambe scene. There's a scene, and it's in the trailer, but you haven't seen it in action yet. It's such a great scene because we were all so nervous when we were about to do it because we're cooking Breeze, that's real fire that you see. And we needed to there were fire extinguishers everywhere. There was someone right off the set with a fire blanket ready to roll if we needed it. And you never know until the flame goes how big it's going to be. And we were we don't want to burn Bree's eyebrows off. But she did it in one take, like an absolute pro. She hit the flame, it up super high. She said her line. She hit it perfectly. They yelled cut, and we're yes, yes. It was great. There was so much excitement on set. It was a big day. That was my favorite scene and favorite day, actually, on set.
Oh my God, so fun. How long were you on set for? How long did you guys film this series? How long did it take to film everything?
I came on in mid-August, and we wrapped in mid-December. And I know others were on even longer, prepping for it and stuff like that. But for me personally, 4 months.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like a whole family. It was very bittersweet when we wrapped.
Did you have a whole dinner party when you wrapped?
Well, we sent home because we had a bunch of lasagnas in the freezer. So we sent everyone home with the lasagna, and it went up. It was right at the holidays when we wrapped. So hopefully everyone was serving lasagna on their holiday tables last year.
That's funny because that's what my mom serves for Christmas. Because we were tired of turkey and everything, different parties. So we always do a lasagna at Christmas time at my mom's house.
Me too. I do a lasagna for Thanksgiving every year.
Oh, you do? What do you do for Christmas?
Tortellini and brodo.
Oh, yummy.
Which is
I'm
also
an Italian. Yeah.
It's my favorite. A lot of work, a lot of detailed work, but it's worth it. So good.
Oh, so good. So I took a look at your Instagram, and one of my favorite videos is you using your bare hand to just dive into a cake.
Yes.
I'm like, why have I not done this in my adult life yet?
It's so fun. It feels great. It's very cathartic. You're just Urgh. That was for a video shoot. We no longer needed the cake, and I was like, what? I'm just gonna do this, and it felt great.
I was going to say, why should everyone do that in their lifetime, even in adulthood, not just when you're a kid?
It just makes you feel alive. It's like this beautiful, perfect cake, and you can still eat it too. You can still and you just claw into it, and it's feels cool. It's mushy, and then you can just it's very almost like caveman. You're just and just eat it. I don't know. You have to do it. You have to experience it to really know the feeling, the awe, the amazement of it.
Yes, no, that was one of my favorite videos I saw on your Instagram. Well, Courtney, they're wrapping me again. Congratulations to you. I
Thank
love the
you.
series, and I cannot wait for fans to see the rest of the series
Me
as well. It's
too.
just fantastic.
Me too. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Courtney. Bye.
Bye.